A lot of it, Mika, is so horrible. The public relations campaign really has depended on people listening to what the Clinton spinners are saying, never reading the newspaper, never paying attention to any of the news coverage over the past 6 months, and the ignoring of objective facts. Our friend Howard Dean yesterday was on a Sunday show, and it was unbelievable what he was saying. It just, none of it true.
She didn't break rules. She didn't break policy. I mean, this is a strategy that is basically dependent on people not being smart, which I think is really condescending.
Yeah.
It's, you know, she did break rules. She did break policy. And they're kind of moving the conversation to whether some were classified or not, and that middle ground. Let's back up to whether or not having your own server at your home and then based out of a bathroom in Colorado was policy. Was it? Can anyone here at the table tell me that she followed policy? Look at me in the eye and tell me that she followed policy and she didn't break rules. Of course she didn't.
Of course she didn't. And Willie, we keep going back to the UN press conference. What she said at the UN press conference, so many of those things have been proven wrong, including classified information claimants. And they go, well, maybe there's more. It's classic Clinton, where they're trying to parse every word, and it's
move it along.
Just really hurting her.
I was away last week and watching from a little bit of a distance, and I was struck by how the approach seems to be dismissive of this or to make jokes about it or make light of it. But this is a serious issue in an age where China every day is trying to hack government employees, and we've seen stories time after time going after that information. This is deadly serious, and if they don't treat it that way, they're going to be in a lot of trouble because it's not going away. And the fact that they say it's so complicated, people can't really sift through it. People out there, voters out there, have common sense. They know this doesn't add up. The idea that you would take all your government work and put it on a private server without telling people and assume that's okay.
Breaking the policy of the White House.
It's not going to fly with people.
And the White House, by the way, says they've broken the policy. They say it off the record, and some have hinted it on the record.
Well, we're going to continue to try and get it on the record because at some point they have to answer the question.
I've got to say what's pathetic as well is the State Department, who is basically not answering questions about documents, whether she signed them or not, trying to cover up for her.